Hello, everybody. Apologies for the brief delay. I'm a little bit late than I usually am. Usually I'm right on time, but today I was a little bit late because I was trying to fix the Holy Nation thing. I figured out what was causing the issue, why that NPC was not spawning, and I can fix it. And I did fix it halfway, but I can't fix it all at once. So I'm going to end up having to fix it probably this weekend, and then it'll be ready for next week. So today we're going to be headed back towards the base. We're going to be headed back towards the base. And we're going to be getting ready for that. Basically, what happened was at the Battle of Blister Hill, when we took Stack and Bad Teeth and Blister Hill, and we imprisoned Seda, Tavros, and the Phoenix, the world state changes were happening so rapidly that even though they were despawned from the game never registered them as dead. And so because they were not registered as dead, but they're not in the game anymore, it was effectively decided that the world state changes weren't going to happen in the order that they needed them to happen them in. Because, Mukai and all of them were dying at the same time that the Phoenix was dying. Like, things were, it was crazy. It was crazy. The good news is Reactive World does have a system in which you can fix these things. Up in the top right, top left corner of the map, right here, there's a little camp called an Unusual Camp. Okay. And it allows you to spawn in NPCs that did not get ticked in the game files, being like, hey, this NPC is supposed to be dead, so you can respawn them to kill them or imprison them. So I already did it with the Phoenix, and I have to do it with Seda and Tavros now. But in order to do it, you basically have to go all the way there, talk to the NPC, leave the area, and then go all the way back. And it'll have, basically it changes the name of the area to be, the Holy Nation or whatever faction it's for. And it spawns the NPC and you can kill him. So the Phoenix is listed as dead now. The other two are not. In order to do it, basically, I have to save and then reload over there in the Shift F12 with the reset squad position. So my whole squad teleports over there, kill the NPC, then leave, do it all again. It's a really tedious process. It's going to take another half an hour or so. So I'm not going to do it tonight, but I will do it before, over this weekend. So it'll be ready for next weekend. So no big deal. No big deal on that. I'm sure there are a lot of questions given the stuff that happened today. I told you guys there was big stuff afoot. Big stuff was afoot. I'm sure there's a lot of questions. So I will happily field as many as I can within reason, as long as you guys understand there are some things that I will not be able to answer. So, if anybody has any questions, again, feel free to ask. I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. Yeah, pretty much. I am contractually bound at certain things, for, obvious reasons. Are you on the official writing team? I am not. Thank you. What are the upcoming projects? I can't tell you what the upcoming projects are in totality. I'm not allowed to tell you guys what the full upcoming projects are. There are a couple. This series that we're running, the How to Kenshi thing, is not a one episode type deal. It's going to be over. It's going to be it's a series. It's a series. So this isn't a one-time thing. My hope, right, and this is my hope personally, and the plan is that it'll be like a reoccurring. I'll be a reoccurring thing on there. I'll be on their channel reoccurringly. We have a good partnership going on. They like the content. They watch the content. This comes straight from them. They are fans of the channel. I've been talking with them for months. They are fans of the channel. They like the channel. They like the content. They watch my content. They watch my stuff. They watch the stream. They listen to the podcast. They like the channel. They like the stuff we do, which is really cool. Really cool stuff. Why head like egg? I was born this way. I don't know. I don't know. Genetics, I guess. We're proud of you, you legend. Thank you. Did I talk to Chris? Not directly. Not directly. No. I've gotten notes and whatnot. But I not directly. No, I have not talked to Chris directly, as like face to face. No, or anything like that. But I've had like notes from the man. New employees will have to watch the podcast to get caught up on the lore. Yeah. So, nah, it was really cool. The whole thing's been really cool. Whole thing's been really cool. So the hope is that this will continue on. I got some other stuff in the works, and you know, it's good. If they need anything, they ask. You know, it's cool. It's cool. Any sense they like the lore and might use an idea or two? I haven't been told. I don't know. I haven't been told. I don't know. Hard to say. I don't know. I just don't know. I will say that again, it's like I know one of the questions I'm going to get asked, so I'm just going to go ahead and snipe that right at the knees while I can. I know nothing about Kenshi 2, guys. I know nothing about Kenshi 2. But even if I did, I couldn't say anything. But I don't. Swear to God, I don't know anything. I don't know a fucking thing. What series are they currently working on? Oh, it's the one that came out today is the first episode of the series. It's called How to Kenshi. The idea is to like kind of help people get their feet wet with Kenshi, right? Like help people you know, figure out how, like, not how to play in like a literal sense. Like it's not about real strategies. It's not about like go do this and mine copper for 6 hours. It's not about mechanically how to get into Kenshi. It's about like the mindset, the thought behind it, the ideas behind things, how to move forward, like that kind of stuff. How to immerse yourself into Kenshi from like a mindset perspective, right? Like not the meta way to play, but the way that Kenshi is most enjoyable, or not most enjoyable, but most enjoyable, or the way that it's like, I don't know. I don't even want to say intended to play because there's no intention, but like you guys know what I'm saying, right? Like not the way to play it, but like the way, you know? It's the way. It's the way. What are the notes they gave you? Can you talk about it? No. 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 Why are Hive soldiers too dumb to figure out hats? You know, actually, that's a question I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna have to ask. But no, it's been really fun though. I've been set on this for a while. An unfortunately large amount of time. It's been a while. It's been really tough to sit on all of this. I hope you guys understand I hope you guys understand the pain that I went through sitting on this information all this time. It's been killing me. Nah, it's been really cool though. It's been really cool. As far as I know, and this is gonna come off like a brag. It's not meant to come off like a brag. It's something that I'm genuinely excited about, which is why I'm bringing it up. I am the first and as of like as of right now, the only content creator that's ever been featured directly on their channel. Right, like, um, they've done, you know, did this lo-fi thing play into why you went full-time on the YouTube channel? It's part of it. I think it's probably part of it. Yeah, it's part of it. Yeah, I'll be honest about that. It's part of it. I'll be honest about it. It is part of it. We appreciate your strength of will, and we're happy that some of the mental constipation has been alleviated. I'll tell you what, it's been a giant like weight lifted off my shoulders. In terms of free will, it's partially free will, but it's also you know, in full transparency, part of it's like a legal thing. Like there are documents and stuff. I'm not allowed. I like legally couldn't say a thing. It's been tough. It's been tough. I'm excited that I can talk about stuff a little bit more openly now, though. Now that like it's kind of out in the air. How many episodes? I don't know yet. Don't know. We don't know exactly. We don't know exactly. I have a general idea in my head, and there's you know, we've talked about it a little bit, but it also, there's a lot of factors that kind of depend on it. So, you know, it's hard to say. I was thinking about the Preacher Cult video and realized how similar the blood rain is to the rain in vain. Shh, you're gonna spoil it. Shh. You're gonna spoil things. Shh. Were you fed grapes and cocktail shrimp in the green room? I wish, dude. I wish my wife is. Oh fuck, man! Part of my wall is missing. They broke my wall. I'm actually genuinely confused as to where my wall went. Oh no, it's my deep foundation here. What the hell? Guys, my foundation is gone. What the frick? And the wrath of God is headed towards my base. There's a lot of concerning things that are happening here. A lot of concerning things happening here. Okay. I'm going to level with you. I'm going to fix this in the Shift F12 because that sucks. So give me half a moment, guys. I don't know why that happened. I'm assuming they give you an NDA because they'll give you some insights. Is that the idea? Yes. Not necessarily like about Kenshi too. I don't know about that, but just in general, like, you know, I'm gonna have knowledge of stuff. Like they're gonna tell me stuff because like we have to coordinate things, you know. Like so, anything that I'm doing that's revolvent around what I'm doing, it's gonna be coordinated. So I have to, you know, be aware of it, and so because I have to be aware of it, I have to have NDA signed in order to keep my fucking mouth shut. So, you know, yeah, no, I hope, dude, I hope one day I'll be able to go out and like fly over to, Bristol and everything, meet the team. That would be really cool. That's a big goal of mine. It's also a big goal of my wife's because my wife, she has long since wanted to go to, the UK. It's like one of her dreams. And so my goal is that one day I'll be allowed to, fly on over to the great land and bring the wife and you know be able to give her that. Okay, so I have to manually do this shit again. Fucking annoying. Annoying. What the hell is with my buildings right now? What is going on? Oh man. You do realize that means we'll see some of your lore as canonized now. That's not the intention. I did see someone comment that. I can say that's not the intention. But I also would be remiss if I said that I'm not surprised that that is how it is being, you know, taken by some people. So, yeah, it wasn't the intention, but, I'm not shocked that some people have taken it that way. But again, not the intention. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fucking fix this wall. I can't believe that happened. It's so stupid. So dumb! It's so stupid. If I go to Bristol, I have to go over to Austria and film an IRL podcast episode with Pato. I mean, obviously. You think that I'd go to Bristol and not go and film a podcast with Pato, IRL, live and in person? With my boy? With my boy? Oh, man. I would absolutely. That would be the absolute goal there. Canon lore confirmed. Did you get any confirmations or background details for your Kenshi one lore theories? No. Nope. I mean, we're pretty much focused primarily on getting the work stuff done, you know? So, getting the work stuff done. I gotta fix this manually. Usually I don't. I try not to like spawn buildings in totality in these playthroughs, but I just fucking there's no reason that should have disappeared like that. I don't know why it did, so I'm just gonna fix it and move on. Fix it and move on. All right, town placement. Or outpost. That's me. Right here. All right, we're gonna delete this L house. Okay, sorry, hold on. I gotta go back. I'm running late on these comments. It flaked when you imported, possibly. Intentions rarely align with results. That's fair. That's fair. Lo-Fi employees released Kenshi deep lore on YouTube, and we didn't even notice. New Kotaku article. Oh my god. That's why you're in the next part. I can only imagine some people saw the video and said, "Oh, great! The Holy Nation Apologist is now being sponsored by Lo-Fi." Lo-Fi. Probably. There's probably one or two people. It's not many, but there's probably one or two of them. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be pretty funny if they employed you just to chat about YouTube videos. That'd be funny. Here is 100% getting an NPC in Kenshi too. That would be badass. I hope. This is the Toji stream or a theme build? It's a Toji stream. I'm fixing something that went wrong on the. It was something. Some part of the base fucked up and broke, so I'm fixing it currently. That's all it is. I'm just fixing it. It's broken. I've got to fix it. It's broken. It's broken. Make sure to save after you finish Fatal Link. Will do. Will do. Stupid question. You probably answered already in another live, but the Gearlock Historian mod you were is it dead or still work in progress? It's still a work in progress. I've got a shit ton of projects that I'm working on. That is one of them. It is a work in progress though. I am working on it. I am actively working on it. It just takes time. It just takes time. These things take time, but it's I'm working on it. Okay, I gotta finish doing these, fixing these platforms. Yeah, so part of my base vanished for some reason. I imagine it's because I was messing with mods earlier, and probably saved and screwed something up that I shouldn't have because I wasn't paying attention. Something along those lines. I was messing with the world states and whatnot earlier, and I probably screwed something up. I'm sure that's some part of it. I did something I should have done, and I messed it up. All right, so we're going to take these pontoon bridges, and we're going to move these into place. Nice, we love that. Foundation, big. Right there. Stunning, and then we got to get a ramp back up there. I am going to change where the entryway was. Can you at least tell us if there are other projects with them? Define other project. Like when you say that, what do you mean? Tell me what you mean. And again, I've got to be very careful because I can't tell specifics. Obviously, I'm doing stuff. Doing stuff and things and things and stuff. But I will try to answer. Take this. Nice. 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 It works. It works. Is Toji a soft launch for the main protagonist of Kenshi 2? No. No. I mean, maybe, but no. Individual series episodes, perhaps some help or assistance with communication with the rest of the game community, things like that. I mean, we're floating project. We're talking about stuff. You know, if they need things, they ask. We're talking about stuff. We have the How to Kenshi series that started today, that dropped today, and we're doing that. And there are other things that we're talking about too. But I mean, that's as much as I can. That's as much as I'll be able to say on that. Things we're talking about stuff. You know, we're talking about it. But That's that. I need the sentient AI to be able to convert instructions to commands, aka unload the guard or loot anything to sell prices more than 100 cats, etc. That is that is something that Harvey told me he was working on. It's a bit difficult because like the idea would be like in an ideal scenario, you'd be able to be like, hey, I want to orchestrate a prison riot or orchestrate a fight or something, and then be able to tell all of the NPCs like, hey guys, we're gonna break shackles at 4 o'clock in game, right? At 0400. And then at 0400, everybody will start to pick their locks all at once. That would be ideal. So that's something that Harvey, I've conveyed directly to Harvey about. That would be cool. So I know that's something that he talked about potentially doing, but being guardrailed by IP docs means you have to train yourself to read, filter, and respond carefully. It's true. It's true. It is true. It is true. It is true. Although I will say that in general, I'm relatively decently PR trained for my previous line of work. I've worked in like the health and legal field and all of that stuff, and like I have a pretty decent-ish understanding of how who's the reinforcements headed to my base? The Shek? The Shek are sending reinforcements from fucking where? They have they're sending them from the Berserker village. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, I have a pretty decent understanding of like how to not fucking give information and shit out. I've worked in the legal field and all of that stuff. No, I'm not too concerned about it in total honesty. Just gotta be careful. Just gotta be smart about it. Gotta fix this ramp a little bit. The ramp is a little wonky, It's a little weird, A little odd. Your vision has evolved from a small channel facing problems and difficulties both inside and outside the channel, and now you're undertaking more than one project. I am currently, if I added up every project that I'm working on right now, I am doing both for my channel and just in general, like as a whole. I'm working on I have 7 or 8 projects going on simultaneously right now. So yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I have 7 or 8 projects going on right now between long form projects, short form projects, my machinima stuff, collaboration stuff. Like I have 7 or 8 long projects going on right now that I'm working on simultaneously. It's actually kind of a beast. I do get overwhelmed by it sometimes. I've actually put quite a bit on my plate. It is a bit overwhelming sometimes, but I mean, it gets less overwhelming when you just chip away at it. So what are you gonna do? How are you finding gymming? You're going at 1 a.m, right? Do you find it easy to keep the routine post work, or are you flagging by then? No, I mean I go at least 4 days a week. I try to aim for 5, but every so often, like if I'm having some issues. Like last night, my back was killing me. My acid reflux was acting up. I was just having a fucking annoying time with that. So I chose to I chose to go to bed instead. But like I went saw Monday, Tuesday. I'm gonna go tonight. I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm probably gonna go Saturday to make up for Wednesday. I mean, it's just that's my routine. I wake up at 8:30, 8:30 ish. Handle the kids, do my work and stuff during the day. I, make content and do shorts and put together and edit and stuff during the day. Like tomorrow, all day, I'm editing the Preacher video. I'm editing Kenshi Coliseum. That's my entire day tomorrow, from sun up to sundown. And then I stream Sunday through Thursday, and I go to the gym around midnight until 1 a.m., get back, take a shower. I'm usually in bed and asleep by 2:30, and then I wake up at 8:30 and do it again. That's my life. What are you going to do? That's my life. Is it exhausting, and do I get tired, and do sometimes I not want to go like to the gym, or do I want to skip, or stuff like that? Absolutely, absolutely. But I don't, because who does that help? You know, that doesn't help me achieve my goals. It doesn't make me feel good. Plus, like working out is kind of a necessity for me, in terms of like my mental health and all that stuff. Like I feel good afterwards. Keeps me level, keeps me balanced. I'm cooped up in my office half the day. Full body or muscle group kind of focus kind of guy. Well, I'm slightly limited on what I can do with my leg, which is annoying. God damn it, I may have to switch out my way to get up and off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. God damn it, it's fine. I'm limited on what I can do with my leg. Sometimes I can't push too hard, so I do light leg workouts, once a week, to try and help with that because my right leg is fucked. My right leg's not very good, not very good. So there is that. But other than that, I usually alternate. So like Monday was arms, chest, and abs, and then yesterday was not yesterday. The Tuesday was shoulders, back, and neck. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't say that out loud. Jesus Christ. Shoulders, back, and neck. And then today I'm going to do chest, arms, and abs again, but I'm going to do less of an emphasis on abs, and I'm going to put in a little extra cardio to make up for the fact that I didn't go yesterday. Plus, I've been eating like shit the last couple of days. So, what are you going to do? 0, stunning. Congratulations on collaborating with Lo-Fi. Just saw the Instagram post today. Thank you. Yes, I am. I'm partnered with the lads. We're doing stuff together. We're making moves. We're making gains, and we're making moves. I'm truly shocked. Admittedly, I was. I don't know if you guys are gonna laugh at me about this, but you might. It's fine. I was genuinely nervous to a degree that nobody was gonna care. Like, in the grand scheme, I know obviously like my community would be excited about it, right? But like, part of me was like, is anybody outside of my community really going to notice or care? Like, is the post gonna perform well? Because that kind of sets a precedent for future work and stuff. And not only did they care, it's like, it's blowing the fuck up. Like, it's doing really fucking well. In terms of like likes and engagement, viewership on like the YouTube one is pretty good. It's getting like 1,000 views an hour. But the thing that really like blew my mind was the sheer amount of engagement. The sheer amount of engagement on it. It's getting it's already at 100 plus comments. There's, they have posts from weeks ago that only have like 30. Really fucking cool. On Instagram, same deal. They're It's been crazy, absolutely crazy. There was like 160 something shares on Instagram, 60 or 70 reposts, and like 1,000 plus likes on it. It was crazy. It's been really cool. The comments have all been super nice. Everyone's been really cool about it. Kenshi's crashing. Okay, well, that makes sense. I've been messing around with the Shift F12 a lot, even before I hopped on stream. That makes sense. We'll do a fresh load in. No big deal. I was saving and reloading on repeat before you guys got on because I was trying to fix the issue that I was having there. So I am not remotely surprised about that. It's almost like you're a recognized part of the Kenshi community. Yeah, it's something that I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting it to blow up that much. I had hopes, but I wasn't expecting it to be that big, and I'm really cool about it. I'm really cool about it. Really cool with it. Got that emergency save. Woo. Sadly, Hero's an integral part of the Kenshi experience. I wouldn't have picked it back up if not for the lore primers. Thanks. Thanks. Okay. We're gonna do an import to see if that fixes it. That may cause a crash just because of the nature of where we were at. We'll see what happens with that. If it does, not a big deal. But yeah, before you guys hopped on, I think I saved and reloaded like 9 times trying to figure out how to fix the Holy Nation thing. I ended up figuring it out right before the stream started. But by then it was too late for me to finish it. So okay. Cool. We're back. God damn it, my pontoon bridge disappeared. I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad. Why is this happening to me? This has never happened. Oh, you know why it happened? I'm an idiot. I know why it happened. It's because I'm an idiot. I know why it happened. It's because I'm an idiot. This guy right here, forgot to make sure that the pontoon bridges were owned by my faction. Same with the ramp. I'm a fucking dodo. I'm a dodo. How annoying. It's fine. Easy fix. Easy fix. I know where the positionings need to be now. But yeah, I definitely forgot to make sure they were owned by my faction, so when it reloaded, they just disappeared. How annoying. Second Empire video led to 1.4 thousand hours invested. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I can't believe I forgot to make sure that they were owned by me. I'm too busy talking is what it is. Making rookie mistakes. Making rookie mistakes. All right, let's fix this. Amp global. Go over here. 0. Rotation, local. Rotate that thing around. Back up there. I just got it to work too, but I forgot to make sure it was there. Because yeah, with things like this, like it's technically it's owned by no faction, so when I reload, it just gets rid of it, right? Because it's not owned by anybody. It's just a random building. It's like when you reload after you place campfires down places. If you do an import or anything, it'll just get rid of it, and that's what happened there just now. So I need to fix that. So we're gonna make sure this is owned by us this time. My outpost, le boom. Now it's owned by me. The ramp is owned by me. Pontoon bridges are owned by me. Now we save it. Then we reload, and everything should be peachy keen from there. Jesus. All this just to actually get started. How do you attach it to your faction? You go to the town placement, scroll all the way to the bottom, click your outpost, and then place it in the center of your outpost, and it will automatically make every building owned by you that is in the area. What are we doing? Nice. Okay. All right. Everything's there now. Everything should be owned by me now. Good. All right. We're there. Retribution. The Retribution of God just got put on hold because I wondered why we weren't getting the Retribution of God. We were just getting Holy Nation Assault, and it's because technically speaking, the Phoenix wasn't dead until I just killed him. There is, however, in this Holy Military Base, and there's another one somewhere else. And this Holy Military Base, I think one of these there's 2 Holy Military Bases I'm gonna have to take out at some point too, but that's for next week. That's for next week. I know stuff. I keep saying staying in a Holiday Inn Express, therefore I've evolved into a flaming dumpster of useless information. Touché! Same! It's what we do. It's what we do. Producing them weapons and arms. That's the way we like it. Who has this weapon actually? Who was working on that? We had somebody that was set to run the Well, you guys are clearly meant to be doing iron, if I recall. There we go. Eerie, plate beating, Haley, rune carve. Who was our, Uba, same deal. Who was operating our, what is it? Our, automatic machine. Steve, what's going on here? I forgot who was operating our blacksmith, like our weapons and whatnot. God damn, why was that word so difficult for me to find? Can't talk today. Who was doing it? Meathead's operating our heavy armor smithy. But we had somebody that was running our blacksmith. Oh, it's you. It's Zachary. Good old Zachary. All right, Zach. What is that? Does that mean you have this? You have this shitty axe here? Yeah. Yeah. What's your stats? How are you doing with that? Weaponsmithing? All right, you need to get better at that. That's what you need to do. You need to get better at that. Well, we're not going to waste it on shite things like that. We're going to have to get better stuff. Is Wrath of God a recurring event, or do you have to decline them politely once? It's a reoccurring event. I'm not worried about it though. They will feel my wrath. My wrath of God. My wrath. All right, we need to make another weaponsmith because we need to have him make shitey weapons as a way to build up some stats before he starts working on other things. Normal weaponsmith. Yeah, he's got to make some shitey weapons before he starts producing like good ones again. So we're gonna have him work on that. And Rome, you dropped off your food and stuff, right? Yeah. So this thing should be loaded up with food. Yeah, we should be good for at least a little while. Holy Nation couldn't beat the dust out of a rug. They would certainly try. So the plan here is we're going to spend a little bit of time at the base, and then we're going to, we killed the Fog King. We avenged Ghost. Which, by the way, we need to actually have our boys come up here and have a bit of a conference, reconvene up on the roof of the castle, up on the roof of the keep. Toji, what are you doing? Oh, he's getting food. All right, go get food, I suppose. Stunning. All right, come back up here. All right, we're gonna have our little meeting on the roof with the leaders of the kingdom, and well, I say the leaders, but this is mostly just the original squad and the friends of Ghost. So let's go have that discussion. We did it, Beep. We may still have remnants of the Okronites to deal with, but we were able to kill the Fog King and avenge Sukon. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hero, congrats on the collab with Lo-Fi. Well-deserved, man. Looking forward to more content from you. Your Kenshi content is top-notch. Look forward to more content from me both on here and on there. We got a whole series, man. It's still going to be a whole series. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really excited to be working with them, to, be partnered up with them and doing stuff. It's really exciting. Very stoked. Very stoked. Very stoked. I'm also excited to be able to talk about it. Beep knew the strongest warriors would crush that foggy monster. Sukon would be so proud of us, boss. That he would. He never got to see the Battle of Blister Hill. Kind of shit for us, but I am sure he would have loved it. Beep. Sukam would have laughed at all the running and screaming. Beep got knocked down 7 times, but kept getting back up, just like he showed Beep how to do. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's true. He did get knocked down a lot, but it's adorable that Beep is saying that the Ghost is the one that taught him how to be resilient. How did you celebrate when you first found out? That night, my wife and I went and we ordered out food, and then we had, what is it? We took the kids to the park and hung out with them, and then we had a date night and we watched TV and movies and ate Chinese, I believe is what it was. Ate Chinese food, watched some TV, watched our shows and stuff. So, yeah. Riku's over here talking about, oystering the gate. Seto, technically speaking, Beep, Riku, and myself have achieved our original goal for working with the Shek. We avenged Sukan and killed the Fog Prince. The Fog King, I mean. Obviously, things have changed. And we aren't going anywhere. But I wanted to thank you. You kept your word and didn't turn tail when the dust cleared. That's more than most Flatskins ever offer the Shek. I'm the one who should be thanking you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Nice. Nice. What are you doing, man? Just sitting out here? Fucking weirdo. Feckin' weirdo. Okay, this thing is built up, so we're going to have Zachary working on this. Do we have any fabric? Do we have fabric? We have a little bit of fabric. Only a little bit, though. We need more fabric. Zachary. Oh, Zachary, where are you? There you are. There you are. We're going to be building really shitty weapons for a little while while we try to train up your armor smithing. And also, we need to do some research on that. Speaking of which, actually, we have a shit ton of research material that we looted from Narcos Trap. Riku has it. Yeah, I forgot about that for a minute. Got some good stuff. We got some of that good stuff. Some of the good stuff. So let's get some research done. Smithing. We need basic weapon grades 1, 2, advanced. Advanced smithing 2. Nice. Nice. Core. Tech level 6. Stunning. Anything else we want to grab right now? I think so. Rack bench 3. I'm not worried about it. Not right now. We'll run with what we got for now. Beep, get up there and start researching, good buddy. This is what you're here for. Yeah. What's this? I'll tell you what, my phone has been absolutely fucking exploding all day, though, because of this. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. It's just cool to think about your interest in the world of Kenshi and passion put into the videos led to them noticing and offering collab and all that. Anything can happen. It's true. It's true. It's really cool to think about how things have, like happened and turned out and all that stuff. I mean, it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride. Yeah, really cool stuff. Harvey, Zanya, Shiza. What are we missing here? Just copper. Hell yeah. Starving bandits. That's funny. That's funny. What are you guys doing? Jesus, get back in here. Wrath of God is coming now. No, it's cool to think how things have kind of come full circle, like how all that happened, and now, you know, look where we are now. You know, things are moving. Hopefully, things will continue to look up. You know, and the channel will continue to be financially viable, and you know, things will continue to progress and improve, and we'll be able to keep doing this and putting out more content. And the other thing too is, like, as the channel grows and becomes more sophisticated and more you know, more advanced in terms of like the resources that we have access to, the more cool stuff that we can do. You know, I can pay and commission to do even more cool shit. I can have things made. I can have, you know, hire professional voice actors. I can increase the production value even more, which is something that I'm excited about, because I take the quality of content that I put out very highly. I don't like putting out like shitey or slop content. Like, I want it to be good. I really put all of it, you know, put a lot of time and thought into the way that I produce my stuff. And it's cool to be in a position where, you know, I'm able to start to funnel more money and stuff back into that aspect of content and stuff. It's really cool. It's really cool. Beep, I'm actually, oh no, he's researching. We'll have Toji do it. Toji, head on over to Flats Lagoon, man. We need to do some stuff. Where's the Wrath of God? Where are they at? They're up there. Okay. Did you know you had the collab when you decided to go full time with the channel? I'm trying to think. So I had been thinking about it for quite some time. I'm trying to remember. It's been a couple of months since I made like the decision to do it, and then like had fully like finished getting set up for it and ready for it. But I'm also trying to think where it connected in the timeline of things. Did I know? No, actually, no. I think I had decided like the week before that within the next month I was gonna like within the next month or two I was gonna go full time, and then it happened, and I was like, oh shit, okay, well, it's one of those things where I was like, it's not a sign, but it's a sign, you know, if it's gonna be a sign from anything. So it's a sign. It was kind of, yeah, it was one of those things where I'd made the decision that I was going to very soon, and then right after that happened, and I was like, oh shit, okay, I guess now's the time. It is time. I strongly agree with the earlier comment. Your lore videos and carefully considered theories are excellent. Thank you. I much appreciate it. I try to put a lot of thought into them. I try to, you know, put a lot of thought and consideration into making sure that they all line up with each other, or not necessarily with each other, but like with what we know, and that they make sense, and that they're also just entertaining, right? Because like whenever I talk about it, like there are some things that I don't put like make videos about or whole theories about, because it's not entertaining. It's just, it is what it is. You know, it's not a super entertaining concept. It's not a super like nice thing to talk about. So like, I always try to balance the combination of like, it is entertaining, but it makes sense. It has to do both. So I'm glad that people enjoy it. Did you ever watch a Kenshi playthrough from Raycon? He did a bunch of voice acting. It was excellent. It's 7 years old. I do think I've seen him once or twice, but I haven't watched a ton. I haven't watched like a ton of other playthroughs from other people. I've watched like Pato stuff, which is unironically how I met him originally. Was I met Pato, like I saw his content, I commented on his content, and that ended up leading to us like working together and all of that stuff. Like I commented on his content, was like, hey, how you doing? We became friends. And then I got him and a bunch of other YouTubers together, and we were going to do a collaborative video together that ended up falling through, but ended up actually becoming the podcast later on, which was really funny. The podcast was actually born from a different idea for me, and then Pato was like, how about we do a podcast? And I was like, oh shit, yeah, let's do that. So that was funny. But other than that, like General Sam and stuff, I haven't watched a ton of Kenshi content. What is happening? Hold on. There we go. Okay, there was a brief freeze for a minute. Take it off 5x speed. So I've watched a lot of other Kenshi like full playthroughs. I've watched General Sam's though, because his shit's hilarious. Absolutely love that. And I've watched Ambiguous Amphibian here and there. Here and there. But I'm also really bad at watching full playthroughs of games. Like, it's like sports. I don't watch sports and stuff because like I don't find it fun to watch other people do a thing. I want to do the thing. Right? Like, I don't find particular enjoyment out of watching people play football. I would rather just go play football. So it's hard for me sometimes to watch like Let's Play series and stuff from other people because like I'm just like, I want to play the game. I don't want to necessarily sit here and watch someone else do it, you know? So yeah. Yeah. Lo-Fi would appreciate the combination of your personal standards and attention to detail. These things are a great indicator of success and collaboration with you. I hope so. I hope so. Like I said, they told me they've watched my channel. They're fans of the content. They watch the work, all of that stuff. You know, they watch my content. They're fans of the channel. You know, that's true. I just go play football one leg. I mean, like, yeah. Well, there's a reason I don't go play football, but like, I don't play or watch. I don't have one leg. I have one not great leg. I have pins and plates in one of my legs, and I'm missing like a fifth of my kneecap. I think a collaboration with Ambiguous Amphibian and yourself, your deep knowledge and his out-of-the-box thinking, that would be fun. One of the things that I'm always hesitant to when it comes to reaching out to like larger creators like Amphibian and stuff is that they are so much larger, and I never want to come off like I'm trying to coattail anybody. You know, so like I'm always worried that like I'm gonna be like, hey man, you want to go do some work together? And he's gonna be like, this fucking guy coming over here trying to coattail me. What is he doing? Who's this fucking guy? Who is he? And that's obviously never the intention. Not that I think he would do that per se. I don't actually know anything about like his personality outside of that, but I'm always worried about it, right? Like I'm friends with Slippin', and he's got like 80,000 subs, and I'm always he's a larger creator, and I'm always nervous that like I remember the first time I messaged him, I was nervous that he was going to be like, no, I'll pass. But he's also done a lot of work with Pato. And so I reached out to him, and then we're actually you know, friends now. I pop into his streams and we chat and stuff all the time. So not all the time, but you know, semi often, semi frequently. How are you gonna coattail with your own coattail with your own custom jacket now? Touche. I probably don't need these anymore. I think that is the stuff that I need. I think I'm good with everything else. I don't think I need anything else here. Random furniture. Where's the throne at? Does this have the throne? I'm looking for the one that has the throne. We need the throne. Broken furniture, split rail, market stall, table. We'll take that. Trade house. I don't need that. Furniture. We already know that one. Market stalls. Have that one. Split rail. Old headquarters. What's this one? UC banners. Ew. Nice. What is that armor? Oh, this is the this here is the Legacy of the North armor mod. The Legacy of the North armor mod. All right. Well, I got what I needed, which is fabrics. So now we're headed back up. So I'm gonna pop back on over to Beep, who's doing research. Stunning. Once this is upgraded to level 6, we should be able to continue to advance our weapon grades. Regardless, looking forward to your continued work. Have a good evening. Indeed, thank you. Much appreciated. You also have a good evening. Much appreciated. I think you've definitely paved a lane of your own. The quality of your video speaks for itself. Thank you so much, guys. I'm really bad at taking compliments, and I appreciate everything, all the nice things everybody's saying. I appreciate it. I'm really bad at taking compliments. I'm always, I'm always uncomfortable. I'm always uncomfortable. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond half the time. I'm always like, yeah, thanks. I appreciate it, guys. All right, so Toji's headed back up here. Hopefully he's quick. Hopefully he moves his ass and gets up here quick. Because the Wrath of God is just north of us. We need to go save Agnew at some point. That's what we need to fucking do. Take your well-earned W. But touche. I'll keep it. I'll stop it. Insert the... Oh, stop. Stop it. Although we're all very happy for you, it must be exciting to work with Lo-Fi. It must also be really exciting for Lo-Fi and Chris to watch the labor of love not only come to fruition, but also people. Yeah, you know, like I said, they're fans of the content. They've been watching. I know they've been watching my content for a couple of years now. I know that. They've commented on my stuff a few times. Like the first comment I ever got from Lo-Fi was on Thanksgiving, like 2 or 3 years ago. It was my first ever Kenshi 2 video. So it was right after not my first, it was my second Kenshi 2 video when they had released the early concept models for the Hybers. And I was talking about that and I was speculating on it and looking at the details of the Hyber models and, you know, dissecting all of that. And they commented on it with some additional information. And that was really cool. And it was on Thanksgiving like 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was like 3 years ago. And that was really fucking cool. And they've commented on my stuff a couple times over the years, which has always been really fun. And so now getting the opportunity to, like, actually, you know, like work alongside them and you know, help create content for them and have that content be on their channel and that they're, you know, like advertising my channel in some way and like to have that kind of validation and see what has effectively been 5 years of work kind of come to fruition has been it's been really cool, and I'm excited to see where it goes. It's been really cool. If you want, I can even out the compliment with a left field critique or insult. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, shoot a couple insults, Logic. I'm bald. That's a good place to start. I'm bald. It's a good place to start. Self to really take the ball and run with the community. It is indeed. Unfortunately, I don't have much time to be here and watching live, etc. But I always like to see your videos, especially your short videos when I scroll driving, stuck in traffic. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying them. Don't watch stuff while you're driving. Listen to stuff, but don't watch stuff while you're driving. It's no safe, no good. It's no good. Nah, it's been really cool though to see 5 years of work like finally come together and like have, you know, measurable results that are you know, you can see it like it's done. It happened, it's there, you know, and that's incredibly validating and really cool. It's exciting. It is exciting. It is time. All right, Toji, I need you to actually go up and finish this this turret here. I'm gonna put Khalid on it. Hell yeah. Hey, thank you for the $4.99. Much appreciated. Love the lore vids. Didn't know you work with Lo-Fi. That's awesome. Yeah. Yep. I do in fact. I'm partnered with them. They're friends of the channel, fans of the channel. And I'm helping them out with some stuff. Cool stuff. I do wonder what the hell this thing was. I do wonder what it was. It looks like a giant turbine almost. I've wondered if you know, I've talked about it once or twice. I wonder if this giant centrifuge type thing here, one of the thoughts that I had for it is that it's one of the spaceships that they came in on. Like, this was one of the spots they landed, was in here in the bone fields, and this was like one of the spaceships they came in on. Cool as hell. Cool as hell. You have inferior condiment tastes. Mayonnaise and French fries will never be a thing. You're not Canadian. Stop trying to make fetch happen. I mean, I don't think I've put mayonnaise in French fries. Is that a thing? Where does mayonnaise and French fries come from? Am I missing something? What do you mean? He sold out to Big Lo-Fi. It's true. It's true. I sold out. It's true. It's true. It's 100% spaceships. But why do you think those are what brought the colonists and not just derelicts from the war? The reason why I think that is that during the war with the behemoths, with the kaiju, they had to scale up the skeleton workforce that they had because it doesn't seem like they really had much weaponry. They took what they had. They had utilized the resources that they had. So they had skeletons, and so they were like, let's just make these things fucking bigger, and they'll fight the kaiju, you know? If they had weaponry of that scale and sophistication readily available to them, you'd think you'd see more evidence of it throughout other places on Kenshi. The First Empire seems to have come off as very non-militaristic. The reason why I think that it's potentially a spaceship that brought colonists is because, I mean, just look at the scale of it. It's huge. If you're gonna bring a colony of people down, like that's a good fucking size ship, whatever that thing would have been connected to do it with, to potentially do it with, so, and there's enough debris throughout the bone fields that it could have, like maybe exploded or crashed at some point. Maybe it was in orbit. Maybe it was a satellite or a space station. Honestly, actually, now that I'm looking at it, it actually looks more closely to a satellite, like a space station or a satellite, than than an actual ship. It looks like a satellite. I wonder if it's a satellite that crashed down from orbit. And that would explain the debris in random spots. Hey, thank you much for the gifties, you absolute fucking goat. Goated. He's the goat. The goat. That is literally one of my favorite gifts, by the way. One of my favorite gifts. No, much appreciated. Thank you so much. 10 gifties. You absolute unit. Absolute unit. Absolute fucking unit. Where is the Holy Nation? Ooh, Wrath of God is coming. And they are just over that ridge, I think. Where are they? They're right over here. Yeah. Yeah, they're coming. Ooh, boy, they're cooking something up. There they are. Pretty sizable force, to be honest with you. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Let's go. Let's get a look at this absolute monstrosity. Let's see what they're packing. Let's see what they're packing. Honestly, pretty big fucking force. I'm not gonna... Oh, shit! It's Seda! Yes! It's Seda! We can kill him, and that's one more person I don't have to fix later. Hell yeah. That's one more person I don't have to fix later. Alright, cool. Then that means I'll only have to fix one more. This is actually a pretty sizable force, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty sizable force. Yeah, that is a big one. Do you have modded factions in this run? I do. Ooh, boy. Yeah, you guys are about to see the first Battle of Anvil Gate. Holy shit. Yeah, you guys are about to see the first Battle of Anvil Gate. This is a good one. Ooh, boy, that is a lot of dudes. That's a lot of dudes and a lot of guys. A lot of guys and a lot of dudes. And they all got good stats, too. Ooh, boy, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. Alright, we got to yell to Seto and let her know what's going on. Lady Seto, word is that a massive force of Okronites approaches from the north. Likely the largest we have seen since Blister Hill. Need to rally men and prepare for battle. Is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a tough one. So the Zealots finally crawl out of their holy holes. She called them holy holes. Out of their holy holes, good will give them a welcome, and they'll carve into their prayer books. Everyone to arms. Check your weapons. Brace the gates. It's true. It's true. Steve, head back out here. Here's what we're gonna do. Everybody, stop what you're doing, except for the 4 of you. You guys stay what you're doing. Okay. We're going to have all of the 5 invincibles stand and follow Steve, because Steve is the leader of the 5 invincibles. We're going to put many of the warriors to follow Cyrus. Follow Cyrus. We're going to have Cyrus come out here. Steve is going to follow Seto, and Seto is going to stay inside. Riku is going to be out in the front with the warriors, along with Watcher. Beep's going to stay in here with Seto as well. Toji's going to go out in the front lines. We're going to meet them on the battlefield. The first battle of Anvil Gate approaches, everybody. Shit's about to get real. Absolutely massive force. Absolutely massive force. This is going to be good. This is going to be real good. Actually, you know what? We're gonna send Steve out here too. I think we need to send Steve out here too. Yeah, we'll keep the remaining ones: Toronto, Aiden, Eve, Chica. Actually, no, they can come out as well. Beep, your job is to defend Seto, along with the wall. We're gonna close up the gate, get everybody out here. All right, battle's going. Seto needs to stay alive. That's the big thing. So Beep is there to defend Seto. That is the goal of Beep. Beep is there to defend Seto. Oof, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. That army is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. It's causing frame rate dips. It's so fucking large. They're chongy. Look at them. Oh, man. Here they come. Here they come. I'm actually a little nervous. This is a big fucking force. I'm actually a little nervous. This is actually a really big, like, sizable force. We have some harpoons. We have some harpoon turrets, so that's pretty cool. But, yeah, this is a sizable force. Sizable. No temp saves. If we fail, we fail. That's how this works. Every stream is an Iron Man stream. And they're not weak either. That's the thing. Like, these guys all have, they all have stats in the 60s and shit. Like, this is going to be a tough one. Riku's going to be quintessential. He's going to be fucking carving people down like it's nobody's business. But this is I think this is the largest force of paladins we've seen since the Battle of Blister Hill. This is fucking nuts. Look at them. This is crazy. There's got to be fucking 200 paladins here. There's got to be 200 Holy Nation here. There's no way. Oh my god, there's so many. All right. Their numbers estimated to be more than 200. That means we each Need to kill at least 5. At least 5. Ready yourselves for battle, everyone. The Oakranite Horde approaches. No Shek left behind. And you're right, temp save is a good idea, actually, just in case we crash. Do you have a martial artist? Yeah, it's Toji. Toji's a martial artist. He is the martial artist. Look at him. And Seto. Seto is also a martial artist. Oh no, Toji's giving a rally speech, 50% casualties. Riku says 5 each. That's barely a warm-up. Let them come. My blade's been thirsty since the Fog King. What a fucking beast. What an absolute fucking unit. What a beastly thing to say. We've held the lines for held worse lines with fewer horns. Form a shield wall at the gate. It's happening. It's happening. What a fucking beastly thing to say. Form a shield wall at the gate gap. Let them break on our bone before they touch a single Shek behind us. No Shek left behind, boss. I'll take that left flank and make sure none of those zealots circle around for the new Shek kingdom. Hell yeah, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Riku's built different. It's true. Riku is him. Oh my god, they're spreading out. What is happening? Are they fighting a beak thing? Yeah, they're spreading out because they're fighting a beak thing. This is about to happen. This is about to be bad. 200 strong. There's so many of them. Oh my god. There's so many of them. Although they're struggling with this one beak thing. There's so many of them. They're like rats. They're like roaches. Look at them scurrying. All right, here they come. Here they come. Wrath of God has arrived at Anvil Gate. All right, everybody. That's Zane. Go, go, go. Let the battle begin. Kill the fodder first. We're just cleaving through them. We killed Seda already, apparently, I think. I think that's what that means. Seto's here as well. Seto and Beep get over here. Beep, your job is to guard her. You're not on hold. Go, go, go. No, 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 no. Your job is to guard first. You have no job. No job. You're jobless. There we go. Okay. This is a fucking big one. We're going to go on half speed, so that way maybe we don't have as much frame rate loss. There we go. Yes, thank God for Kenshi, man. Riku's over here just fucking cleaving them. Where's Toji up to? What's he doing? Heel kicking for days. Heel kicking for days, although he did just get knocked down. Riku is just an absolute monster. Can't stop him, won't stop. Oh my god. You must have an excellent rig. I'd be turned into a PowerPoint presentation by now. The most number of NPCs that I can handle on the screen at once before I start losing frames is about 350. That's when things really start going downhill, so... I have a mod to turn the fly sounds off, actually. I have a mod that turns the fly sounds off, because I can't fucking stand them. Oh my god, it's happening. What a beast. Has anybody gone down? We've had a couple people go down. A couple people have gone down. What's Seto up to? She's manning the turret. Chisa got into a fight with an Ochre Knight, and Seto said, fuck that, I'm the queen. Let me hop on this turret. And she's just shooting now. She said, fuck that, I'm the queen. This is my kingdom. Hop the turret. You gotta admire it. You gotta admire it. I'm going to... Yeah, that's Seda there. Okay, so Seda's there. He's unconscious. He's in bad shape. I'll lock his ass up in a minute. Starve him out. We're still going. I mean, everyone's fighting hard. Riku's putting in some fucking work. I wish I had a mod could tell me kill counts, to be honest with you, because he's an absolute fucking animal. Absolute fucking animal. She harpooned Seda for lore reasons. It had to be done. She hopped the turret and said, there he is, and just started going. He gets knocked down, but he get up again. The number of limbs, I'm sure, around here are astronomical. Thank God we have a corpse furnace, and God we have a guy for the corpse furnace. Absolutely obliterated them. We're gonna have so much fertile soil after this. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What I love about Riku is he was just a random spawn. It's true. He was just a random dude. And look at the lore that he's developed. He's become a fan favorite. Crazy. Maybe Sentient Sands has a kill count. I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him. I doubt it, but I'm going to ask him. It was able to remember that Beep went down 7 times during the fight at Blister Hill, and that seems like an accurate number, to be honest with you. All enemies of Beep will be destroyed. How's Beep doing? He's doing. He's doing. You almost sound grateful for the Crusade, Toriana. At least the Ochre Knights carry decent steel. I'm tired of prying rusted cleavers from starving bandit hands. Touche. We do need to get better weapons, but these things take time. What a badass. I think they're fleeing now. They are. They're running. They're running. They're running. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I turned the vibrate off of my phone. There we go. We did it. By God, we did it. The Shek Kingdom Wanderers have turned Anvil's Gate into a... I mean, Anvil Gate's my fucking town. What do you mean, the Wanderers? I ain't no Wanderer. Turn Anvil's Gate into a butcher's block, leaving over 30 Holy Nations... 30? There's way more than 30, you fucking buffoons. Excuse me. 30 Holy Nation soldiers unconscious in the dust. Just another afternoon of senseless violence, though the vultures are starting to wonder if they'll ever get a break. All right, Taken, you're on corpse furnace duty. You better hop to it, bud. You know the deal. Hop to it. Get to work. They flee. They flee. Seda still unconscious? Yeah, so they're gonna try and save Seda, so we're gonna pick him up first. Don't want nobody to grab him. He can't be saved. Over 30. They're not wrong, but also, like, way to downplay it, right? We just stood up against a force of, like, 200, and they're like, there was at least 30. You're not wrong, but fuck you for that. All right, we're going to cage him. Throw his ass in that cage. Seda ain't ever leaving this place. And that's where he's gonna rot. Hell yeah. Look at the absolute fucking carnage. Look at it. Look at the absolute carnage. I miss Eris. Eris would have never slandered you like this. I know. I know. He never would have. It's true. It's true. I feel like that was a Shek report. They stopped counting. If it was a Shek report, it's because they can't count past 30. Let's be honest. Probably because he struggles to count past that. Truly devastating. So there's 3 more Inquisitors that we have to kill. One of them I have to fix the spawn for, so I'll deal with him this weekend. The other ones are at the Holy Military Base and the Holy Military Base, or the Holy Outpost is one of those. They're at one of these outposts, but there's 2 of them that we have to take out, and then everything should move forward from there. So, woo. The Shek are going to start selling weapons to the Traders Guild. It's true. It's true. I heard that. I heard that. All right, Taken's finding corpses. That's what he's doing. Does everybody else should be back to work? Get that moving. Does anybody not have a job? Aiden doesn't have a job. All right, we're going to get a couple people on corpse disposal. Disposal, Chico, corpse disposal. All right, so we've got like 4 people on corpse disposal. We gotta get rid of those bodies. Okay. Now that you've slammed that raid, will it re-trigger? It probably will, yeah. Probably will. Sentient Sands is like the corrupt media outlet run by the UC covering up your kingdom's movements. I've never been so ballsy as to take on the Phoenix. Yeah, the Phoenix, especially in Reactive World, it gets tough. Though the Phoenix is dead in this one. He died during the fight in Blister Hill. Mukai, Asada, and the Phoenix all died at the same time. They they killed each other in battle mutually. It was actually kind of crazy at the end of season 1. So they're removing corpses. Hell yeah. We're back to researching. That was incredible. We're gonna talk about it. Absolutely stunning work, everyone. Fought bravely. Repelled the Ochre Knights. Grin dogs. Outnumbered us severely, but it meant nothing. I'm proud to fight alongside you all. At least they bled. I was starting to think we'd forgotten what real steel tasted like after all that Fog Prince nonsense. Listen to them bitching that we went and fought the Fog King. That's so funny. They bled for nothing. All zealots do, Toji, but your leadership held the line. That's what matters. Hell yeah. The Fog King was a beast, not a battle. This was chaos with no shape. I'd rather face 100 Ochre Knight paladins than another mob of starving idiots swinging farm tools in the dark. That's so funny. Listen to them bitching about the things that we've done. Proud is a word I don't use lightly, but I'll carry this day on my horn. You earned it, One Arm. Hell yeah. Seto. You're the queen. Should give a speech to the warriors about their efforts. I may be your advisor, but you are their leader. You're right, Toji. Words are cheap, but a leader's voice can steal a spine. Chaos has its own shape, Cyrus. You just have to be patient. Hold on, hold on. I'm sure she's gonna give some kind of a speech, right? Right? She's gonna say something. I'll speak to them before the sun climbs higher, or you could speak to them now. Oh, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Come on. Why wait until sunrise? Give us a speech. Oh, fearless Iron Fist. Fine, you've twisted my arm. Warriors of the new Shek Kingdom. Okay, we've got a good one. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, she's giving a speech. She's giving a speech. She said, fine, you've twisted my arm. Warriors of the new Shek Kingdom, today we bled and we held. Those zealots came expecting easy meat, but they found iron instead. Remember this feeling, the weight of a sword that earned its keep, the scent of a battle won through grit, not luck. This gate is our home now, and anyone who tries to claim it will choke on their own prayer beads. I'm proud to stand among you. Now rest, patch your wounds, and sharpen your steel, because the... ... The gates held more blood than the Sten Desert holds stand. Still, the quiet after battle never sits right with me. Too much time to think. Outstanding. Outstanding. Hell yeah. Woo! Everyone give a cheer. The new Shek Kingdom. Our queen. Seto the Iron Fist. God damn it. Woo! Woo! Just anemic. Woo! There it is. That's a cheer we're spitting blood for. Long live the Iron Fist. Love it. Love it. Okay. How do you think this fight scales with real Greenlander versus Shek interactions? Do you think the average Greenlander soldiers have much of a chance against an average Shek soldier? Does the Holy Nation win by force of numbers? I mean, yeah, the Holy Nation mostly wins by force of numbers. I think that one Shek is probably, like, one Shek warrior is probably worth at least two, but I'm going to say 3 to 4 Greenlander warriors in terms of brute strength and skill and durability. I think it would take 3 to 4 good warriors to take down a Shek warrior of comparable skill. Because they are just more durable, they are more aggressive, they are physically stronger, they're bigger, they're more imposing. They can fight for longer. They have the increased aggression, so their adrenaline is probably off the wall. Like, I would say that one Shek, one Shek warrior, like 100 Guardian, is probably worth 3 or 4 Paladins. But the Holy Nation has so many warriors on their side, they win just by a battle of attrition. They can throw bodies at the enemies until they stack so high that they can just walk right over their problem. Just walk right over their problem. But aren't you? Hold on, I got a text to respond to. Okay. All right, you beautiful base stars. I gotta run, gotta rip open and fix some industrial kitchen stoves, probably up till 2 a.m. And again, a well-deserved recognition by Lo-Fi, my guy. Thank you for popping in, Eric. I appreciate it, and thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the kind words. Dragon, what's going on? What's going on? What's that? Tech level 6. We upgrade the bench. I thought you were leaving just as you joined. Oh, no. Nope. Eric left. Not me. Eric left, not me. Get this thing built up. See if we can improve weapon grades a little bit more. We got to get Zachary's weapon skills better, so we're going to have him building weaponry. Building weaponry. You build these with... Oh, you can just build these, but I think the textures will be fucked up if we don't build them on the right thing. Yeah. Yeah, I think the textures will be messed up. We don't build them on the proper smithy. Okay, right. Legendary axe smith. Oh, these are meant for building the axes specifically. That's why. Interesting. Well, we're not going to waste resources on that right now. We're going to build the broadsword. Can we just build the broadsword? Is that a thing we can do? I don't think it'll look right, but the longsword, I mean, they're all sabers. War axe. Build the war axe. Yeah. We can waste resources on that. All right, cool. We'll have Zach go do that. So Zach, hop on that. That's your job, my guy. You build weapons. Great news. Some interiors are doing. Indeed. The interiors are doing. Good. I'm glad that they're working out. I'm really annoyed that they didn't carry over because, again, the whole reason it took me so long to get the fucking thing to you was because I was doing the interior, so I'm really annoyed about that. I'm kind of excited for the Zombie Apocalypse playthrough next. How will that run? What's the end game point even for that? Well, the Zombie Apocalypse playthrough that we're running is going to be using the Outbreak mod. And it is a 3-step outbreak where when certain NPCs attack, it will cause the infection to get bigger. More enemies will spawn. Stronger enemies will spawn. All of that stuff. And it's designed in such a way that at phase 1, when it first starts, small towns and way stations will fall. They will die. If they will kill everyone in them, they will die. By stage 2, bigger cities are going to start to struggle. Small cities like Squin and stuff, they will fall. By stage 3, it's basically if you're not prepped and ready and you don't have a secure location, you will die. It's going to be a very intense run. I'm very excited about it. All right. Smithing. Advanced weapon grades. 2, 3 base weapons. Love it. Okay, so that should get us up to where we need to be with that. We are maxed out in terms of research, which is good. Iron plates. Cool. All right, Beep, get up here and start researching. Better weapon grades. We're gonna have. We're building war axes to build up Zachary's skill here. Skill in battle. Injuries, motherfucker, dude. You need to go rest then. You should be sleeping if injuries are preventing you from being able to do your jab. There you go. That's going to be interesting. What's the run you're planning after the zombie one? I can't remember what you said. Hive. I'm doing a hive. I'll be doing a hive run. Damn, that's crazy interesting. An island base would be best. No, go shack up in the Western Hive Queen. They spawn everywhere, and they will even swim to the Western Hive. I don't know what we're going to do. I've never used the Outbreak mod. Pato was telling me about it. I'm very excited about it. I don't know where we're going to base, though. I'm not totally certain where we're going to base, though. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I'm excited about it, though. It's going to be a ton of fun. Ton of fun. Gonna get Zach's chest healed up. Okay, yeah. Back to work, Zachy. We have our trusty harpooners doing what they do. I can't believe Seto hopped on a harpoon and was just like, yeah, no, I got this. She's like, yeah, no, I got it. Don't you fucking worry about it. We've almost cleared up these corpses, and there be a lot of corpses. We've almost cleaned them up. I think everybody out here is almost everybody out here is dead. I feel like Riku probably killed the vast majority of them. Negative 227. We know who killed you. We know who killed you. Negative 73. Negative 146. We know who hit you. Negative 100. We know who killed you. I mean, if you see negative anything higher than 100, we know who did it. Negative 105. Probably Riku. Definitely Riku. Definitely Riku. Yeah, that's so funny. That's so funny. So does the new Shek Queen plan on getting married? Like, what's the plan for the longevity of the new Shek Kingdom? We haven't gotten that far yet. I don't know how it's gonna end. Maybe that'll be the finale. Maybe Riku. I mean, maybe Toji. Maybe Toji gets engaged. I have no idea. I don't know. I will say that in the dialogue, for some reason, there's a weird tension between the two of them that I find interesting. I find interesting. But yeah, the next two live stream series are gonna be absolutely fire, absolutely fire. Very excited about it. Basic weapon grades 3. All right, how are you doing now? 28. Yeah, we got his skills going up. He's building. He's building. We're building these legendary war axes. Does one of you guys don't have the pants, right? Yeah, it's you. It's you. You don't have the pants. Black and there we go. All right, I think that means that all of our 5 invincibles have the full uniform. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Nice. We love to see it. New attack coming? Oh yeah, who is it? Wrath of God in 10 hours. Yeah. Oh, and the Invincible's Vengeance. Oh, yeah, because some of them think that we killed Asada. Some of the Shek think that we killed Asada, even though we didn't. Yeah, that's annoying. Right. Although they're not actually going to do anything because, you know, they're our allies. They're just going to run around the base. I mean, you did in a way. No, I mean, we fought alongside her in battle, and she fell. It wasn't, we didn't kill her, you know? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just, it's a misunderstanding. It's purely a misunderstanding. They're just dumb, you know? I didn't get them killed. I led them into battle, and they died. But we won. We won. I mean, we won. Gotta admit, Toji's kind of giving that old snake oil, solid snake vibe. I mean, he's the old solid snake vibe. He is kind of getting there. Although he shaved recently, so you know he's not as bad as it was, you know, during the after Ghost died. So you know he's got some, he's got the look about him. Got that look about him. Good quality, refitted blade. Yeah. Your reputation of surviving so many events, sometimes the only one is catching up to Toji. It's, yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. He looks a little old, but he's working. I mean, it's funny. It's an interesting thing about it that he does kind of look older, but he actually has the same... He looks the same as he did when we first started. Like, this is the same look that he had when we first started. It's interesting to see how, like, as an individual, he started to, like, age, even though he hasn't aged. Like, why does he look older? He shouldn't look older. He should look this, because I feel like at the beginning of the series, he looked kind of young. He looked kind of young. And now he looks older, and I don't know why, because nothing has actually changed about his appearance. He actually looks exactly the same as he did before. But he just looks older. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's weird how that works, isn't it? Weird how that works. It's like people who have gone to war. Yeah, like there's a vibe about him, you know? There's a vibe about him. He's got a vibe about him. And it's weird. It's weird. Ever since Ghost, man. The Fishman Isles made him like was one thing, but when Ghost died, I think that was when it really hit him what was going on, you know? I think that was when things really settled upon him. Cleaver they can't actually wield. Who has the thing actually? You do? All right, go give that to Steve. Stunning. All right, so they all got Mato. He's got them piercing eyes. It's true. Yeah, it's weird how he looks older even though he literally hasn't changed. Ghost dying led to him losing his arms. What is it? Riku, Toji never had his left arm. Toji never had his left arm. That was the whole thing. When Ghost died, though, Toji stopped losing as much. You know, he stopped... I feel like after Ghost died is when Toji, like, really got down to business and started, like, actually succeeding in large-scale battles. And, like, doing stuff, you know? Oh, yeah, Ghost's death is what convinced Riku to finally remove his arms. That's true. That is true. We actually don't need that stuff now. We're all good with that. You can stop what you're doing. You can stop what you're doing. Heck, how you doing? He's got two of these axes. They look like shit because they're made with the wrong textures, but we're getting better, quality-wise, getting better. The 38 weaponsmithing, he's getting there. It'll take time. We don't talk about the Fishman Isles. It's true. It's true. We don't talk about that. The Fishman Isles was a bad time in our history. It was a bad time in the history. Remember Gene, was it? The guard that got arrested after traveling with you? I do remember. I do remember Gene. He did get arrested after we fought the preacher cult, yeah. Because he was wearing United City's armor. And, you know what? Actually, here's an idea. I have an idea. Lady Seto, I have a favor. I have a request. Go ahead, Toji. You've earned the right to ask for more than most. What's on your mind? My arm. It's gone. Obviously. Lost it many years ago. And chose to never replace it because it was a symbol of my resolve to become strong without help. But there is another matter connected to it that I feel can finally address. Always respected that choice. You wear that empty sleeve like a war banner. What's the other matter then? The noble who took it. I think it's high time I pay him a visit. The noble who carved your arm into the dirt, you think you know where to find him. Now, here's the twist, guys. Are you ready? There's a big twist coming up. Are you ready? Well, he took my arm nearly 15 years back. During that time, he was a noble in Stoat. However, since then, things have changed. What was it? After a rebellion, he was placed on the throne of the UC itself. My target is Emperor Tengu. You sure he's still breathing under that same roof? Emperor Tengu himself. That's not a debt you can collect with a simple knife in an alley. That's a mountain you have to move one stone at a time. It was Tengu! It was Tengu! Da-na-na-na! I've been sitting on that for so long, actually. Yeah. That's where my request comes in. You want my blessing or my blade? Speak plainly, Toji. If you're asking me to march on Tengu, you know the cost. I am. You're asking me to bleed my warriors dry for a grudge that's 15 winters old, but then again, you're never led me astray, and Tengu's head would make one hell of a foundation stone. Ha ha! I understand it's a big ask. It's a big ask. It's okay to say no. If you do, however, I am going to have to figure it out myself. I owe him for more than my arm. Took my sister as well, which is also in the backstory. Fun fact. Your sister too, that changes the weight of this. I won't let you walk that road alone. We march on Tengu together. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you. Don't thank me yet. We've got a war to plan and a throne to crack before that comes due. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It all started in Tengu's vault where a secret podcast was being held. They kidnapped Peto. We must save him. It's true. We have to save Peto. Although we do have another Holy Nation raid coming soon. Or we did. Apparently we don't anymore. Said they were coming in 10 hours. Now it says nothing. Hell yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to. I mean, we got some stuff going on. Some stuff is things are happening. So yeah, the noble that took Toji's arm was Emperor Tengu. Da-na-na-na. We got Shek coming over here. Tengu ruins everything. Again, it's true. It's true. It's true. Oh, dude, the podcast this week's gonna be nuts. Podcast this week is gonna be nuts. Find the mod that lets you transplant limbs, then cut Tengu's limb off and graft it onto Toji. That is, honestly, one of the most horrifying things I've ever heard. One of the most horrifying things I've ever heard. Truly terrifying. Truly horrifying. You're a monster. How's Zach doing? What's his weapon stat up to yet? 41? Stunning. What type of blade is he making? Katana number 2. For this, you die. Except we don't die because they're not actually going to raid us. Something that is going to happen, though, is I'm going to have Rome there. Take all of this food because I don't want to risk them taking it because they're bastards. And I'm going to turn off ditch items for a minute. Until they leave. All right, these guys are just going to run around the base for a few minutes. They're not actually going to do anything because, like, we're not actually enemies. Although I think we are shooting at them. We are shooting at them. Interesting. Well, combat may happen. And if it does, we'll go from there, but, you know, it's fine. Yeah, they're going to run around for a couple minutes, and then they'll leave once they realize they're not getting anything. That's how that works. Why is he crafting so slow right now? I think he's crafting slower than usual. Interesting. Legendary War Axe. Hacker class. Really? Isn't he a hacker class? That's crazy. Legendary Northern Longsword. I feel like that should be bigger, but that's fine. Runic one. All right, what is the quality estimated on this? Norse blade. Nice. Is that what this one came out as? Nope, rusted junk. So this one actually should come out with a halfway decent stat. Hell yeah, that's cool. If he can finish it. I don't know if he's going to be able to finish it. We're going to try our best, but... A couple of these guys are getting knocked down. It's fine. We have a couple turrets going at him. It's good. It's good. Recruit the captives. We may end up recruiting one or two if they fall. No big deal. Word is that Anvil Gate... hold on. What is it? That a one-armed Shek named Toji, they think that he's a Shek, convinced Seto the Iron Fist to march on Emperor Tengu himself. A grudge, 15 years in the making, that'll end with a lot of broken horns and empty graves while the grounds keep rumbling beneath their feet, like something ancient and hungry is taking notice of the noise. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! Take these. Drop these. Don't need those. Nice. All right, and now they're all going to leave. Now they're all going to leave. They walk away. Although they keep standing there, so they keep getting shot. They keep trying to repair themselves, but they can't because they keep getting shot. Riku was Toji's sister the whole time. He just didn't realize how much she'd grown up in 15 years. Brought to you by Sentient Saiyans. It's true. It's true this whole time. It's true. This isn't how I wanted you all to find out, but it's totally true. Oh, a couple of random Holy Nation guys, that's fine. We can turn ditch items back on now. Roman can go drop that crap off. By crap, I mean the food. I mean the food. He can go drop the food off. Yeah, there we go. Nice. All right, he's gonna keep working, making these war axes. Hopefully we have enough. I don't think we do have enough of these carved runes. We need to go get some teeth. We're going to send Riku out on an expedition to do that. We'll get some animal teeth. Find some doggos or something. Horde of dogs should do it. Did Toji get fucked up by turrets just then? No. Toji's fine. Toji's good. Toji is good. Oh, shit. Leviathan. We got Leviathan. Hop to it, Riku. Get hungry. Show them what for it mean. No Leviathan can take you. You're a monster. He fights whole groups of Leviathan by himself at once. At the same fucking time. Look at him. He throws them in the air. He's a monster. He's an absolute fucking monster. You can't stop this guy. You couldn't even begin to fathom what he does. He's a beast. He throws Leviathans like they're nothing. Show me your war face, Riku. It's true. Show me your war face. Well, that takes care of that, because we needed to get some stuff to make carved runes. Each one of those Leviathans makes a handful of them, so should be fine on that. Out of curiosity, how did you first come across this mod? It's really cool, to be fair. You talk about the Sentient Sands mod? Because if you're talking about Sentient Sands specifically, I first came across it because the creator of the mod, whose name is Harvey, actually messaged me on TikTok and asked if I would consider making a video about his mod. And so I was like, yeah, I'll take a peek at it and see what's good. And that's what happened. So yeah, the creator of the mod messaged me on TikTok and asked if I'd be interested in making a video on his mod. And I said I would take a look at it, and that's how we ended up where we are. And then right around the time that I picked up, I noticed a couple other people were starting to use it as well. So, you know, I got a little bit of like insight as to what it can do. And then the big seller for me was that I actually saw someone post on Reddit talking about one of the stories that had happened to them. And like how it had gone, like what had happened in their playthrough, and that was when I was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be great." So I opted to use it for the next run. It's yeah. All this to make one axe, but it's going to be a really good axe. It's going to be a really good axe. I don't know who's going to get it, but it's going to be a hacker class, and it's going to be a really good axe. I don't know who we should give it to, though. That's the big question, isn't it? That's the big question on everybody's mind. Who gets the Norse axe? Got 3 hours left. Nice. Costs 11 materials to use. It's ridiculous. That's like 4 Leviathans worth. Give it to Toji. Trust. Yeah, Toji with all of his weapon skills. Look, what are his weapon skills? He has a 13 in his melee attack. A 13. I'm gonna give it to Toji with his massive massive weapon skills. Sounds like you need an arena to decide a worthy champion for that axe. I mean, if Riku wasn't wielding the true Leviathan Slayer, I'd honestly give it to him, but he is. So it's kind of tough to say. Kind of tough to say. It's a nice axe. It looks better than the other one did. I think it would look better when it was fully done. It's that's actually not a terrible looking axe. You can tell that it's not the rusty shite variant, so that's not bad. I think we'll give that to Cyrus. I think we'll give that to Cyrus. It's got a good look to it. Got a good look to it. Nice. This is the axe that I'd like to give everybody. Like, I'd like to have everyone outfitted using that. It looks good, though. Looks good. Got a good axe. Nice. All right, so we'll give that to Cyrus. He's supposed to be our military general anyway. I have to make the final armor for Toji. That's something that I haven't done yet. We have to get him the runic armor. Boots, gauntlet, pants, yeah, and full body chainmail. Got to get that stuff for Toji. Right now he's using just normal blackened, and we need obviously the higher grade stuff. We need that good stuff. That good stuff. What is this? Blackened chainmail. Nice. Yeah, so we're working on getting that armor for Toji. That should increase his combat speed and efficacy significantly. Significantly. My man will be absolutely flying. He'll be flying into battle. Flying. Blackened shield, it's fine. We're gonna need to get some more stuff, though. We are almost ready to get moving again. Get back on the road, one might say. I can't believe we found 2 Leviathan out here. Honestly, lucky us. I'm shocked. I feel like we don't usually see Leviathan out this way, so I'm genuinely shocked by that. Don't usually see Leviathan out this way. Oh, shit. Look at that. 2 more. Hell yeah. That's what we need. What we need. Go get his ass. Riku is an animal, dude. My God. You can't stop him. You can't stop him. Can't stop, won't stop. Leviathan named Michael. That's hilarious. You know, the funny part about it is the true Leviathan Slayer. Like when we fought the guy that owned it before, he actually lost against a Leviathan. Like he fought 3 of them at the same time and couldn't keep up. And Riku is honestly more effective at fighting Leviathans than the old champion was, which makes sense. He took his position. But yeah, he's actually more effective in battle than the old champion was, and I find that really entertaining. It's disgusting seeing him chonk. Yeah, I mean, it's nuts. It's nuts. Who would win, a Leviathan or an Elder Beak thing? Leviathan, hands down. Hands down, no contest. No contest. All right, we'll head back up to the gate. Look at this giant fucking spine there. My God. All right, head back up to Anvil Gate. Turn in those pearls. Leviathan Slayer died to a Leviathan. That checks out. It'd be weird if Blood Spider got him. No offense to Steve Irwin. Oh, God, my soul. My soul. You know what's really fucked up? After Steve Irwin died, there was actually an issue where, what is it? There was a number of stingray bodies that were washing up on shore where people had, like, killed them and, like, ripped the stingers off and stuff. And like, they were just killing them and tossing them in the ocean. And then they were washing up on shore. They had to put out, like, a public service announcement to be like, hey, guys, I know you're sad about Steve Irwin, but stop killing the fucking stingrays. Like, they didn't do it. I mean, one of them did it, but, like, he's an animal. Like, it's not really his fault, you know? Yeah, people were actually going out and killing stingrays as, like, retribution for Steve Irwin. It's wild. There's one of our plate beaters. Where's one of our plate beaters? Where's Smithy? Stats. We gotta see who our plate beaters were. Oh, you can do it. Hop to it, good buddy. All right, Toji, you should have runic armor in here. Hell yes, that's what we're looking for. That's what we want. Got those bootsies. We love that. We love the bootsies. Got those runic gauntlets. We love that too. Specialist grade bootsies too. My God, my guy's gonna be flying, fucking flying. He has 132 dodge right now, guys. 132 dodge. You couldn't touch him if you tried. You couldn't touch him if you tried. My God. Stingray Genocide. It was such a backlash that a baseball team had to change their name. Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Yeah, I mean it was bad. It's honestly it's kind of ridiculous, but you know, I was a Steve Irwin fan and I get it, but also like don't kill the Stingrays, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that. Irwin would never have approved. You're pissing on his memory. Elder Beak things are amputation machines. Characters need a minimum of 60 stats, really. If they stun you in your solo, you are dinner. Yeah, I mean it's. Yeah, the beak things are no joke, man. Easy way to get completely shafted. 42 hours. It's gonna take 43 hours of continuous work to make this chainmail for Toji. But it'll be worth it in the end. It'll be worth it. My guy's combat speed, his dodge, his dexterity, his damage. I mean, Toji's a fucking animal now. He's got 132 dodge. That's absolutely fucking insane. 132 dodge. And that's with an encumbrance penalty. That's with a slight encumbrance penalty. That's fucking insane. That's asinine. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. We're going to give Watcher the mace that we took off of the Morning Star that we took off of the Fog King. She's using a giant golden Morning Star. Look at that. It's badass. Love that. We love that. And then, is there anybody else that's kind of set themselves apart in any way? I don't think so. I don't think so. We have the Meito Katana, but I'm not really worried about that. It's kind of ass anyway. Kind of ass anyway. Almost got killed by a beak thing with my solo run last night. Never underestimate a beak thing. It's true. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. Hello. Hello. Oh, man. Is it even possible for anyone to run that fast in game beyond 50 miles an hour? It is with the right equipment on and the right prosthetics. How fast is Toji moving right now? 41 miles an hour, and that's without scout legs. Put scout legs on him, he'd be fucking rolling. My dude would be going probably at like 60 miles an hour. 60, 70 miles an hour. That's not even kidding. Not even kidding. My guy's untouchable. He's got 98 martial arts. My God. He's a fucking... Look at him. He's zipping around. He's a beast. I've been at the hospital. I hope you're okay. I mean, we've just been outfitting the troops. We're about to go to war with the United States. There was a big reveal. Big reveal. It turns out that the noble that chopped off Toji's arm many moons ago when he was but a young lad that chopped off Toji's arm, it was actually Tengu. It was actually Tengu. Oof, Toji got hit. I wanted to see how he would do against the Leviathan. The answer? Not great. Not great. Doesn't even have a med kit. Foolish move. Why would he do that? Why would he go out there without a med kit? Martial arts are not built for Leviathans, guys. Toji is a literal fucking machine. Look at him. Just sprinting at the speed of sound. These are lies and slanders against beak things. They're beautiful, majestic, noble creatures, and this violence and hate is unwarranted. How many cats exist in the world of Kenshi? Millions, billions, trillions, and how would Kenshians react to seeing a real cat? Those are all very good questions, of which I have no answer to. I think that cats and like house cats would get fucking they'd be eaten, right? Like they wouldn't exist anymore. It's like in the event that humanity were to disappear and animals reclaimed the earth in its entirety, within like 3 or 4 weeks, I think they said within 2 months at most, all cats, like domesticated cats and small dogs, small to medium sized dogs, would be gone. They'd be gone. They'd be eaten, gone. Gone. Where the guns at? They should have them, right? I mean, it could be a material issue. It could be a technology issue. I've theorized that it might be an issue where technology, evolved at a different, it evolved in different ways. So, like, they just don't have that kind of tech on the planet, on the moon, I mean. Or, they just don't have the right materials in order to make functioning firearms. The First Empire wasn't really a militaristic society. They were a society of artisans and corporations and intellectuals and whatnot. They weren't really involved in weaponry. That's why when they had to fight a war against the kaiju, they didn't have weaponry that we know they did it with. They took their workforce and just made a bigger version and had them fight for them. They just used what they had. They just used what they had. Oh yeah, is this guy still locked up? He is. He is. All right. So Seda, is it? The same Seda who watched your rabble drag me into this cage. You come to gloat again, one-armed demon? Nah. No point in trying to brag to a dead man. I came here because I killed your phoenix. I wanted to let you know I killed your phoenix. Let you know I killed your phoenix. The Battle of Blister Hill. Where is shit talk this Inquisitor? You lie, the phoenix cannot fall. Okran would not allow it. You've come to break my spirit with falsehoods, but my blade is stronger than your blade. Yeah, you're not the first to say that. It's true, though. Think about it. Have you seen the phoenix since the battle? Heard him? Spoke with him? I don't think so. The Holy Nation's network of faithful would have carried word across the sands if it were true. Your lives are as hollow as that empty sleeve. Fuck you, man. Refresh me. What was motivating force for Toji's vendetta against the Holy Nation? I mean, well, originally he sided with the Holy Nation for the sake of getting allies to avenge Ghost, right? So he wanted to take out the Fogmen. He wanted to avenge Ghost. And so he sided with the Shek against them. However, after the Battle of Blister Hill, when Asada and Mukai died, he just, I feel like he felt a sense of, responsibility for like the situation. He fought alongside them in battle. He saw the Shek Kingdom fight. He saw their leaders fall. Seto was traveling with him. He was in a situation where he felt not responsible, like it was his fault, but like he owed these people, he was there during the battle. He empathized with them. And so it's not necessarily that he has a grudge against the Holy Nation. It's that he has slowly become integrated into the Shek society. He is a Shek, in many ways he is a Shek. One of his best friends is a Shek. He fought alongside the Shek. He has a grudge against the United Cities because of what happened with his arm. And the Holy Nation, is they're zealots, and I think he was friends with Ghost. He's friends with Riku. He just had a lot of really good experiences with the Shek, and eventually, over the course of this playthrough, he's kind of just become integrated into the Shek society. So he kind of inherited their dislike for them because he's fought alongside them for so long. He's developed a relationship with them, Well, that's all. That is all. That is all. When you reach 20K subs, are you going to celebrate with eating a dust switch and a meal cube? Mayhaps. The 20K special right now is I'm going to make my wife play Kenshi for the very first time on stream. So she's never played Kenshi, and I'm going to have her play for the first time on stream. So you guys are going to get to meet my wife, but also you guys are going to see her struggle through Kenshi for the very first time, and it's going to be really funny. So that's the current plan for the 20K special is watching my wife play Kenshi for the first time. That's sadistic. That's the point. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. That is the point. I know, I'm a monster. I know, it had to be done, it has to be done. Some of you will die, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. The Holy Nation's network of faithful would have carried word across the sands if that were true. Your lies are as hollow as your sleeve. The faithful are the ones hiding it, you idiot. You fool. Your priests and the other, your priests hide the truth to maintain control. I know it's true. I have his weapon. I do have his weapon, not on Toji, but shows the weapon of the Phoenix. How do you think I got this without killing him? That is the Phoenix Blade. I would recognize the holy inscriptions anywhere. Okran, preserve us. What have you done? I told you what I did. You've done what you set out to do, demon. Now the whole world will know the holy flame is dimmed, but Okran's fire never dies. It only waits to burn again. So you say. Well then, Seda, let's test that. How about you fight me? 1v1 to avenge your leader. What did he say? He said, you mock me from outside the cage, demon. Even if I accepted, what honor is there at a duel when my limbs are bound and Okran's light cannot reach me here? Okran's tests the faithful through suffering. This cage is merely a trial I will endure. This is no trial. It's a fight. I'll release you, arm you, and kill you with my own hand. You would give me steel and freedom to face you, then I accept, demon. Let Okran's judgment, Okran judge which of us deserves the light. I don't care for your god. I just am sick of your rhetoric, to be frank. You killed a lot of my friends in Blister Hill. And even took the life of my queen's mother and father. This is a debt I owe. So the mongrel queen lost her litter and blames the holy flame. Release me then, and then let us settle this debt with steel. You're just now killing Seda. Didn't he escape in season 1? We locked him up, and then with the world state changes, he escaped. He didn't die. But after I killed the Phoenix, we got the Wrath of God, and he was leading them. So, yep. All right, Toji, do you have a weapon for him? I do. I have this Meito Katana. I'll give you this Meito Katana. Go ahead. Arm yourself. I'm gonna pick you up, good buddy. Oh, I can't carry anyone with this arm. That's fine. I'm gonna yell to... I'm gonna have Beep carry him out. Beep will do it. Beep, come carry this man for me. Take him to the fields to finish myself. Beep can come carry this man. I plan to take him to the fields to finish him myself. Where is he? He says, yes, leader. Beep is the strongest carrier in all the lands. Beep will carry him like a sack of rice. Hell yeah. Cool. Go pick him up. All right, so we're going to march our happy asses out here where we will not be interrupted. Beep could embarrass him. Beep could embarrass him, but this is a debt now. There's a debt to be paid. There's a debt to be paid. All right, we're going to turn jobs off, turn passive, hold and block on, and then take that off for Toji. Beep, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Staying... Oh, right, he's set the bodyguard. We'll take that off, too. Beep, things are going to interrupt you. I mean, even if they do, it's fine. What's a battle if you can't without some environmental factors, you know? All right. Here we go. Beep. No interfering with this one. Him to myself. Beep understands, leader. Beep will stand here and watch very quietly. Beep is good at watching. All right. Inquisitor Seda. For the crime of murder and genocide against the Shek people and aiding in the killing of Asada the Stone Golem, Mukai the Mountain, and Bayan, I sentence you to death. Who said what now? I will die a holy martyr, demon. Your blade cannot touch my soul. Okrin's light awaits beyond this flesh. I like how he's even accepted that he's going to die. He knows. He knows. Get up, you fool. All right. Wait for this to happen. He's going to stand up, and then it's go time. Then we're going to see Toji in action. He's going to absolutely trounce him. Is he playing dead? What a fucking coward. Hold on. He's playing dead. What a coward. Maybe if I lay here, they won't see me. Joke's on him. I'm faster than him, so it's fine. Any minute now. Toji's going to touch more than his soul. It's true. It's true. Yeah, joke's on him. Toji's fast as fucking lightning. I won't go down so easily this time, Holy One. Yeah, that's what you think. That's what you fucking think. Alright, let's see. Bop, bop. Just fucking double kicked. Double kicked. No chance. Oh my god, I broke his fucking arm. One kick and I put him at negative 37. Broke his arm outright. Oh my god, bopped him in the chest. Let's go on block for a minute. Come on, I'll give you a chance. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Oh, he touched this. He's a little quick with that blade. Not bad with that blade. Even if I took, even with a broken arm. Okrad's strength flows through me still, demon. A broken arm is nothing when his flame burns in my heart. Gonna burn real bright when I break the other one. Your arm will break, but my faith will not. Your arm will mend what your blade destroys. Head kick. High kick. Just kicked him in the schnoz. Just kicked him in the schnoz. Ha ha! Oh, man. Being able to shit-talk your opponent in the middle of combat with Sentient Sands is honestly such a cool feature. It's honestly such a cool idea. And now it's a world event. People will remember that. In gutter-caked fields beyond Anvil Gate, one-armed Shek named Toji made good on his promise, good on his boasts, dragging High Inquisitor Seda out of his cage, breaking the holy man's arm and knocking him into the dirt while wandering skeleton named Beep, Beep's not a skeleton, don't know why I said that, stood by as a witness. The Phoenix's blade may be real, but all it brought was another corpse rotting next to the beak things. Outstanding, dude. Outstanding. Sucks I don't have the execute mod on because it's kind of buggy at the moment and doesn't work half the time. That was good. That was good. Kicked his ass right in the head. Kicked him right in the feckin' head. He's playing dead again. See how long he can do that. Have Okran fix that jaw, bitch. That's what I'm saying. Get bopped. Get straight bopped. My guy got straight bopped. Big bang, boom, bang, bam. Didn't stand a chance. Straight bopped. Now I don't know where the hell he is. Oh, there he is. Still playing dead. What a goon. What a goon. Sorry, we're going to let him get up and try again. We're going to let him get up and try again. Get your mate. Oh, I'll get it back. We're not done. We're not done with him. We're not done with him. I know you're not dead. Though I'm sure talking with a broken jaw isn't going to happen either. Get up and die with honor. Is he going to say anything? Or is he just going to lay there and pretend to be dead some more? Well, he is down. Come on. What a bitch. He's really, really doing this, isn't he? He's really doing this. Call him a holy coward. Come on, man. Get up, you fucking buffoon. There he is. He's retreating? Oh, you fucking coward. Okran, forgive me. He's running and begging for mercy like a bitch. Do you see him? Oh my god. Kind of, Inquisitor runs and begs for mercy like a coward. I thought you were gonna die a champion. Your god, Okranite. Where is your medal? Where is your pride? Even a martyr feels a sting of the flesh when the blade bites, demon. My pride isn't my god, is in my god, not my ruined bones. Then allow me to send you home to him. Dead. Fucking dead. Fucking dead. Oh my god. Let me send you home to him. And then he kicks his fucking arm off. And negative 170. He kicked him once in the arm, ripped his arm off, and then roundhoused him in the head. Outstanding. What an end. What an end. Inquisitors say to everybody. Kicked his goddamn head off. I kicked his arm and his head off. He said, my god is my pride. I said, great, let me send you back to him. Absolutely fucking devastating. Dude didn't stand a chance. Where's Seto at? Let her know what happened. Seto wanted to let you know that Seda died in custody. Seda's gone, then that's one less holy voice screaming for our heads, but it won't slow the Holy Nation's zeal. They'll just find another fanatic to fill his boots. I'm sure they will, and we will kill them too. One less voice doesn't change the song. They'll keep coming into the last holy throat. Holy throat is cut. Ancient Bones, remember that Rumble's been getting worse since Blister Hill. Makes you wonder what we're standing on. Interesting. That was pretty fucking cool. That was pretty cool. Toji got to have his one-on-one with an Inquisitor. Honestly, it was devastating. Honestly devastating. My guy's a fucking animal. Is that chainmail done yet? Oh my god, it's not even close yet. Once this is done, we'll be able to move on to the next portion of things. I'm just waiting to get that chainmail for Toji. Kang is my strongest warrior. He's a Shek, and I gave him two brothers, Shaku and Orin, and they are Shek brothers. I love that. I love that. I gotta do a play. Maybe that's what. Maybe I'll do maybe the for the next playthrough. I gotta figure out who's gonna be the central characters, like the starting characters, and I'm wondering if maybe I should make like a family. Like it should start out as like a father and like a father, a son, and a daughter or something, and kind of go from there. Like let that be the initial grouping, and kind of see what happens from that. Right? Like the zombie apocalypse starts. You've got like oh fuck, that's a really cool idea. Hold on. Picture this. Zombie apocalypse starts. You have a father who is a holy paladin, a son who is a holy paladin, a son who's a holy paladin, and a daughter who is missing a limb and is forced to use cybernetics in order to survive the apocalypse. Okay, so then there's a weird dynamic where the family does not support the the father and the brother the father doesn't support the limb thing. The son, is maybe more open to it. The daughter is maybe anti-ochre. So you'll have an anti-ochre daughter, a middle ground for the son, and then the father is very like ochrenite, and let that be the baseline for their relationship, and see how that goes. That'd be good. That'd be cool. That's an interesting idea. It's an interesting idea for the relationship. Not bad. Not bad. Interesting idea. I'd be intrigued to see how that would develop. Ready to play through as a Holy Nation family. Use sentient sands to set up their relation levels and background so they'd recognize each other as families. Yeah. No, it's sentient sands will let make the zombie playthrough really interesting. Having to like bargain with people and whatnot because of the impending apocalypse, the whole nine. It's gonna be an interesting time. Random triangle bandits just coming in here running shit. Oh my god. You know what? Here's an idea. We do have Kenshi. Let's I'm gonna do something a little silly. Gameplay, game speed 1, 2, 3. We're going to pop this up. We're gonna add a game speed, and I'm gonna set it to 20. I set it to 20 because I want to get this fucking portion done. And then I'm also going to save it because I don't know how this is going to go. What stage of the Reconquest are you at? I have to fix one of the the Inquisitors that is dead, but for some reason the game didn't register them as dead. And so I have to fix that. And then we'll be on to the final stage of the Reconquest and killing the Holy Nation. We're going to temporarily turn our attention towards the United Cities while we are, in universe waiting for intel on where the Holy Nation leaders lie. Yeah. Still taking forever, but it's happening. Sweet, succulent 20 times speed. That's what we love. That's what we want to see right there. Boomski. We're going to make shite weapons, too, while we're at it to get that moving. Yeah. Have Zachary's skill go up. Get his weapon skill flying again. She's a speed demon. We're just waiting for this chainmail so that way Toji can have maximum protection. And then honestly, the man will be untouchable. I mean, he'll be almost unkillable. It'll be great. It'll be great. He'll be a fucking animal. Zachary, top 10 in my opinion. Top 10. Top 10. He's he's a good weaponsmith. He's good. He's doing his job. He's doing his job. He's doing his job. All right, let's upgrade this weaponsmith. Upgrade the smithery. Hear me out. Beat thing challenge. You have to beat the game as a gutter. I mean, theoretically, it could probably be done. That's challenge runs are more up Frankie's alley. My man's the challenge run monster. I largely stick to role play, entertaining playthroughs. I say entertain, not that his challenge runs are not entertaining, but I mean like entertaining from a role play perspective. Let me clarify on that. There we go. Nice. Nice. We're building up his skill. Stunning. Stunning stuff. Okay. Bailey, go over to Toji. this runic full body chainmail, up his combat speed even more and his dodge even more. Oh my god, he's going to be untouchable. 157 dodge. 157 dodge, everybody. He's moving. He moves at, well, right now, not nearly as fast because 35 miles an hour, but he's got an encumbrance penalty. Absolutely fucking insane. Absolutely insane. That's... yeah. My dude's flying. He's literally flying. I want to see what his attack speed is right now. Find somebody to attack. These guys. Ivers. All right, he's probably not going to survive. Not going to like absolutely crush this fight, but I am curious as to how quickly he can attack. Dodge is really good. My dude's dodging like crazy. He can also, like, face tank really well now, too. He can actually take damage. Oh, my God. My dude is killing it. Negative... He did 159 damage on that one. Is he going to win the fight? No. Is he unconscious? Yes. But he managed to actually fight against the Western Hive Caravan almost solo. Was he ever going to win it? No. But, like, not fucking bad. Not fucking bad. I'm going to level with you. Western Hive Caravans can be pretty beefy. They can be pretty beefy. And they have pole arms, which makes it even harder. So, what a win. What a win. Get up there and rest, you fool. Times 20 speed, everybody. Times 20 speed. We love it. Okay. Zach, how are you doing? You loaded up on crap weapons yet? Getting there. He's getting there. Just skill at 58. Also getting there. Getting there. What time is it? Well, 11:13. All right. So the nearest UC town from us is Catan. All right, so what United States town should we attack first? Should we go after Brink? Should we go after Catan? Or should we move straight north and start at Tengu's Vault? What are we thinking? What are our thoughts? How do these look, by the way? These shiny ones, how do they look? Honestly, they look pretty good. Start outfitting guys with that. Definitely not Catan. Yeah, I think Catan's probably a bad answer. You're right. I think Tengu's Vault will be good. Yeah, we can break out the people at Tengu's Vault, start an internal rebellion type deal. Yeah, what's the food situation? How are we looking? Okay, we are starting to get a little bit low on the food situation, so that's something to pay in mind as well. We are starting to get a little bit low on the food situation. Yeah. All right, Tengu's Vault it is. So we're going to finish up this War Axe. And we'll go from there. Zach is smithing away, as he has been known to do. All right, everybody quit what you're doing. All right, Zach, you're going to hand those weapons out to a couple people that are using shit gear. It's not much better, but it's better than what I'm sure they're using. You got something okay. Nemo doesn't even have anything. I don't know what's up with that. Lost your weapon in battle. Fucking shameful display. We'll replace it this one time. Aki. too, but you're using Holy Nation weapon because that's what you picked up because you also lost your weapon in battle once. Shameful display. Meathead, it can also replace it because you're using that crap gear. Okay, Roman. Good old Roman. Where you at, Rome? There you are. Get in here. Get the food. We're going to take everything we got. It's not a lot, but it should be enough to get us up to Tengu's vault. Rome, you still got it? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so we are going to head up to Tengu's vault. We have nobody headed our way right now, which is good. Probably the best choice here is to go over and then straight up. Over and then straight up, yeah. I don't think cutting through... Well, actually, it is nighttime, but I don't think we're going to get through Venge quick enough to make that viable. So, all right, we'll head down towards Morn. Thank God for 20 times speed. We'll head down towards Morn, and then we'll go from there. You need farmers. You should totally recruit some flat-skinned slaves to farm for you. I've thought about it, but I think that... I don't know if Seto would be for it. I don't know if she would be for it. I'd have to ask. This area is also not very great for farming as it is anyway. It's not like they'd be working the fields. They'd be working hydroponics, which feels kind of like marginally more respectful than working the fields, which is, you know, kind of not the goal. We don't want them to feel respected. I don't want them to feel respected or valued. They'd be freedman farmers, to be honest. Yeah, kind of. Not the vibe. Not the vibe. Second class. Now, second class citizens is the Shek way. Let's be honest here. Second class citizens is the Shek way of doing things. It's like the Shek way of doing things. All right, we're in Gray Shelf now. We're going to pass through here, head up to the free settlement. Good. Good, it's good. Hug. Man, what you talking about, Hug? Hold on, we gotta deal with these fools. Sorry, why are we all standing around? Oh, they're all on block. Why are we all on block? I know I hit block, but like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Who's not on block? That's what I need to figure out. Because I meant to put one of you guys on block. I put all of you guys on block for some reason. Guys, get off of block. Oh my fucking god. There we go. Jesus. Because I had an animal in the party. Sometimes when you have an animal in the party, it does that. Okay, off we go. With Sentient Sands, could you strong-arm someone or a smaller faction into being a vassal? Absolutely. And through dialogue, you can collect tribute from them and make them pay you in food and or money. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I just found the puppet letter that talks about Tengu being a fool and how surprised they were replaced by Anzai because fools are easy to be controlled. Yeah, I mean, that's... I have a whole video talking about it. We're about to go deal with some UC Samurai. All right, we got about 10 minutes, so we'll see if we can get there in times. I'm on 20 times speed right now, so things are... even Kenshi has a hard time loading at 20 times speed sometimes. Got Avenge. This here guy might be onto something. I know. It's almost like I do my research, you know? It's almost like I research things. No, I talked about it pretty extensively actually in the last episode of the podcast too. The situation with Tengu and Anzai and the Traders Guild and stuff. I talked about it like very extensively actually in the last episode of the pod. How are we doing on food, Rome? How are we doing on food? We're surviving. Once we raid a town, we should be able to get more food and be fine. Oop, apparently we're fighting big things. Alright. Straight up. Rest in peace, the Cult Village. I will be... I'm excited about the video coming out this weekend for the Cult Village. The dear old cultist. I'll be talking about them hopefully Sunday. My plan is to edit literally all day tomorrow, so the hope is that I should have that out by Sunday. We're gonna have a I'm doing a deep dive lore video into the Preacher cult and the Moon cult, basically. So the Preacher cult, also known as the Moon cult. So we've got a pretty interesting story churned up for what their possible origins are. Will you make a video on what happens if the UC wins, like with the Shek Kingdom? Yeah, my plan is to... so basically, all right, so here's what's going to happen here. I have a video on the Preacher cult coming out this weekend. After that, we're doing a video on what if Catlon were to try and retake... try to retake Kenshi. And then after that, I have a couple of other ideas for what I might end up doing. Wait, what is this? Don't move. What are you about to say to me? What are you about to say to me? You got some shit to say? Eh? Making an announcement? What's the announcement, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Get the fuck out of here. And so I'm going to be doing a couple of what if videos for a while because I want to get the playlist of what if videos larger. It's not big enough right now. I only have two what if videos in there. I'd like to get more. So I'm going to be doing what if videos for a little while, basically every other week. Bro didn't see your warband down the hill. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, you come here, you solo cretin. What are you doing traveling by yourself?" Oh, fuck, that's an army. Never mind, I didn't see anything. Never mind. Sorry. Move along. I didn't mean to bother you. Kenshi 2, do you want the alpha creatures to be massive machine or fauna? Fauna. I mean, probably a combination of the two, actually. I think a good, healthy combination would be cool. All right, we're going to end the night, guys, after we siege Tengu's vault. This will be the first mark of our war on the United Cities. We're going to take down Tengu's vault, and then after we take the vault and free the peoples inside, that will be the mark of our engagement on the United Cities. We are approaching Tengu's vault. Tengu's vault. It's a maximum security prison for the UC. If we take this place down, then we rob them of intel, prisoners, and the ability to threaten their people. Rebellions will start soon after. Tengu's vault, the Empire's backbone, its rotten tooth all at once. Crack it open and they'll bleed from the wound that they can't bandage. It's true. It's true. Greetings, swine! We are the new Shek Kingdom, and we've come for your head. They didn't think this was going to happen. This is not what they, this is not how they thought that work was going to go today. This is not how they thought work was going to go today. Inside, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. A series of unfortunate events for them indeed. Go, go, go. I hope they have workers' comp. Yeah, they're gonna need it. They're gonna need Vault Warden. Take him down with his Mato heavy jite, or is it just a normal jite? All right, Vault Warden's unconscious. Just a jite. Nice. Nice. Get up here. Find some of these prisoners. Franco, he was a slave. I don't think I see Esper. Corbin. Yeah, I'm not seeing him. I am not seeing him. How unfortunate. Rome, get up here and raid their pantries. Get up here and raid their pantries, my dude. Take you. Take that. You guys have nothing to fucking eat here, my god. No wonder the prisoners are miserable. You don't even fucking feed them. You don't feed yourselves. Who's catching me? What do you mean 48%? What are you talking about? Ridiculous. Okay. Well, everybody's kind of unconscious or playing dead or actively dead, missing limbs. I mean, we just kind of ran in here and beat the shit out of all of them. Vault Warden's unconscious. This is not looking good for anybody. I don't see Esper, so I'm going to... I'm under the assumption right now that he's just not in here anymore for whatever reason. Might be dead. Might be dead. Might be dead. Yeah, my man's not in here. We may be SOL on that. I think he might be gone. That happens. Mac, the Outlaw, Franco. Yeah, no Esper. Okay, well, we've sieged Tengu's vault. That's done. Nice. They stood no chance. They are nothing but corpses. Nothing but corpses. I guess we move on to Stoat then. I guess Stoat's going to be the next run, but we're going to have to do that next time on Dragon Ball Z, because on One Arm Toji. Because my ass needs to go to the gym. Alright, well, that's where we're at, guys. That is where we're at. So, I will be joining you guys again on Sunday. Sunday. We'll be here on Sunday. Alright. I appreciate your time, everybody. Was there a Mato there? There was. It was the Mato Jite that was being used by the Vault Warden, and we took it. Okay, so I will be here on Sunday. We'll be returning. And, yeah. We've got new long-form content coming next week in the form of the Preacher Cult video. And, yeah, good stuff. And obviously a new, the hope is that we'll have a new Kenshi Coliseum on Saturday as well. I've been pretty good about getting it done every week. This weekend is looking a little tight. I've got a couple of things that I have to do on my end as well. So kind of playing with schedules and days and stuff like that. So I'll let you know, we'll see. I might end up putting Kenshi Coliseum out later in the week. I don't know yet. Any more Elden Ring? Yeah, so Muffin was busy tonight because he's working on a long-form video. So next week, I'll be playing Elden Ring with Muffin again. Next Thursday or sometime next week, probably Thursday. I'll be playing Elden Ring with Muffin again. I think we're going to play Elden Vins together. The one that I did the modded Elden Ring that I was playing last time. I think we're going to do it together and see how that goes because it was a hell of a lot of fun. So we should be playing some more Elden Ring next week as well. More Kenshi content's coming on the way. We got shorts obviously coming every Monday through Friday. Kenshi Coliseum is on the way. New lore videos on the way. What ifs are on the way. And more lo-fi stuff on the way. So everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you guys for your continued support. It means the absolute world to me. Your guys' your subs, your views, your donations, your memberships, all that stuff is what allows me to continue to do this and put out good content for you guys, and what makes me able to do this as my job and give you guys more Kenshi content. So I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you. As always, use your powers for good instead of evil. Make a difference in somebody's life. And I will see you all on Sunday. Have a good one, everybody.